A terrible storm had struck the island of Sodor, and the engines were busy clearing the devastating remains. No one minded the extra work, but Sir Tomhead could see how overworked his engines were. They would return each night, clapped out and miserable. The Fat Controller borrowed 4 diesels from the mainland to help with the extra work. The first was a familiar face that had history with the railway, Diesel. The other 3 diesels were from a private owner. The 2 that were alike were named Splatter and Dodge. The 2 meant well, but were prone for trouble. The last was a diesel the Fat Controller's engines had never seen before. His name was Diesel 10. He had a huge hydraulic claw mounted on top of his cab, and a sinister smile wherever he went. He was used for clearing debris from the trackside. The engines didn't know what to make of it, and assumptions soon spread.
They're coming for us!
I never thought diesels would begin having such a presence on our island.
But now they're here!
I can't believe Sir Topham Hatt let that scumbag Diesel return. He's brought nothing but trouble since the day he arrived.
And that new engine Splodge, or whatever his name is.
What did he do to you?
He mixed up my express coaches with branch line coaches. I was over 2 hours late by the time the mess was sorted. It was humiliating.
Oh, he what?
I believe he's called Dodge. Who cares what they're called? Oh, Book's diesels are cantankerous.
Don't tell James that. He might burst out in hives.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Shut it, Billface. He said cantankerous, not contagious.
That is enough out of everyone. We've had these exact same circumstances play out many times before, and we're all still here.
Edward's right. It was bad enough we gave Boko and Bear a hard time, and they're the hardest working diesels we've met.
But we know for a fact Diesel isn't that.
Maybe so, but haven't you noticed how quiet he's been since he's arrived? I think he's trying to change. Maybe not perfect, but a turn in the right direction.
But what about the one with the claw? It's easier putting an engine in his place when he doesn't have the ability to crush you like a pop can.
I've never seen anything like him.
He is different, but we've all been new at some point. It's only fair that we give him a chance. The engines looked at each other. Edward always seemed to know what was best, but they weren't sure he was right this time. The new diesel was refueling when Murdoch's steam passed, smoke billowing from his sides. Ugh. Just disgusting, using polluted contraptions when there are cleaner machines.
You mean engines that run on that? Oh, we're street cleaners.
I mean us, you nitwits.
Oh.
Dirty things only torment Pinchy.
Oh, have you tried taking anything? Might try to take the artery relief. Maybe that would help.
It's a figure of speech, Nimrods. I'm saying we're better than steam pots.
Oh, well, why didn't you just say that?
Because I didn't realize how elementary I needed to be.
Elementary is right. You'd fit right in as the class bully.
Oh, see? Steam engines are nothing but cowardly, dirty, worn-out hunks of metal that wouldn't even hurt a fly.
Yeah, well, maybe steam engines don't like being called that. Yeah, if I said something like that to a bigger engine, they must like about sharp buffers in. That hurt.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't do that to me. Not with Pinchy. Doesn't matter the size, they all fear me. Gordon had overheard, and he was appalled.
There's got to be a way to put that claw machine on wheels in his place.
He muttered. A few days later, Diesel 10 was sent up to the Little Western to help with clearing debris. He was unrelenting with his comments about steam engines. The other engines were becoming very annoyed and wanted to teach him a lesson, but no one was brave enough to do it.
That devilish diesel needs to be gotten rid of. Hey, he's the most vile diesel I've ever seen. It's to teach him a lesson I'd be wanting, just like that spiteful brake van. Yes, so, but how are we gonna do that without getting crushed?
I can't believe what I'm hearing. The two engines that take no nonsense, now tolerating it? That rolling arcade game on wheels came by and called me a scarlet red sausage, and I won't stand for it.
Aye, big talk coming from a wee engine. You don't understand. He's 10 out of 10 and hates steam engines with a passion. I believe that's what drives him in the morning.
I believe I do. You just wait and see. I'll put him in his place.
The twins laughed, but Mike was determined to even the score. A couple weeks later, Diesel 10 was returning home to the yard, but Donald was having trouble building up steam, so the station master asked Diesel 10 to take Donald's returning train with him. Mike knew his chance had come.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you teach that diesel a lesson? You'd be doing the railway a good turn.
The trucks were surprised. They liked the chance of being heroes.
Come on, you dirty lot. I'm tired and I want to get this job done fast.
Oh, we're getting fast.
Laughed the trucks as Diesel 10 hurried away. As he did, Rex had puffed up. He had heard everything.
Are you crazy, Mike? Don't you remember the stories Oliver told us about engines trusting trucks? Aren't you worried about the repercussions?
No, not really. They're standard gauge trucks. How are they gonna pay me back? They're not even on my track. What are they gonna do? Rat me out? No one believes what they say.
Donald laughed,
You're a wee devil, Mike.
but Rex was rather scared at how foolproof Mike's plan was. And for the most part, it was. As Diesel 10 made his way down the line, the trucks pushed him right into a washed out part of the line.
You miserable trucks!
Barked Diesel 10. The trucks only laughed. The next morning, Diesel 10 was rescued. Sir Topham Hatt, who had rowed with the workmen, was very annoyed.
The accident was by no means your fault, but that does not excuse your behavior. I have heard from the engines how rude you have been, and that must change. If I hear any more complaints,
He eyed Pinchy.
I will find ways to put you in your place.
Diesel 10 was unusually good for the next few days. News of his incident soon spread across the railway, and Sir Topham Hatt's engines were no longer intimidated by the diesel, and now know that even trucks and the engines can do the railway a good turn.